You can set styling for all the buttons to be used on your website with button settings. To access the button settings from your WordPress admin dashboard, navigate to Appearance, then go to Customize. I'm going to open the link in the new tab. From under General Settings, go to General and click on the button settings. Here you will find two tabs, General and Design. Under General tab, you will find button roundness and button padding, and you will find the button typography settings. With button roundness, you can set values for button radius. To set the value, you can directly increase or decrease the value from here, or you can directly set a value. For example, I have set the top value as 50, and you will see here the roundness of the button has changed. Now, if you want to apply the same value 50 across all directions, rather than individually adding each value across all directions, what you can do is, you can click on this link values icon. Now, as you increase and decrease the value, the same value will be applied across all the directions, and the changes will be reflected to the buttons on your site. So for example, if I set the value as just 5, you will see the same value will be applied across all the directions on your button. And with that, the roundness of the button has changed throughout our site. Let's go to the top. You can set padding value for the button with button padding setting. You can add different or same value across all directions. So for example, the top value, I can add it as 22. And then the bottom value, I can add it as 22 as well. And you will see the change on our button. Then you can decrease or increase it as per your wish, and you will see the changes here accordingly. Now under button typography, first you can set the font family. So you can click here and you can select from a whopping 1400 and plus Google fonts. So go ahead and explore the font families. Then you can settle for the style that you like the most. If you have a specific font that you would like to select, then you can simply type it out here. Then you can select that particular font from the list and that font family will be applied. You can then increase or decrease the font size, line height and letter spacing across desktop, tablet and mobile view. All you have to do is slide the button over or under. To increase the font size, you will have to slide over the button. To decrease it, you will have to slide it under. Same with the line height. You have to slide this button over to increase the line height, and you have to slide this button under to decrease the line height. Now to increase or decrease the letter spacing, you have to do the same. Slide this button over or under. If you want to reset the value, you can click on the reset icon, which will reset the value back to default. You can switch back to the tablet view by clicking on the tablet icon. You can increase or decrease the font size by sliding this button over or under. Do the same with the line height and do the same with the letter spacing. Then switch to the mobile view. Slide the button over to increase the font size of the button. Slide it under to decrease the font size of the button. To increase the line height, slide the button over. To decrease the line height, slide the button under. Then to set the letter spacing, slide the button over. And if you want to decrease the letter spacing, slide it under. To reset the values you have set for the size, line height and letter spacing at any time, you can click on the reset icons. Let's switch back to the desktop view by clicking on the desktop icon. You can select from one of the font weight here. Let's select bold. And you can also select from one of the transform options. Like you can select capitalize, lowercase, or you can go with none. Under the Design tab, you can have all the color customization settings for the button initial and hover state. First is the button initial state. So this state right now, without anyone hovering their cursor over the button, is the button initial state. And these are the color settings for the button initial state. From here, you can change the text color. The current text color is white. To change it, you have to click here. Now you can select from one of the colors given in the color palette. Then you can move around this pointer and the slider to select the color of your choice. Then comes the background color, which is this dark pink color. Again, you have to click here. Now select a color from the color palette. So let's just select a red color. And then you can move around this pointer here. Then you can also move around the slider to get to the color of your choice. You can select any color of your choice depending upon the need and requirement of your site and your own preference. You can also add a hex value. Here, if you know the hex value, you can simply copy and paste it inside of this box. And you will see the color will change immediately. Next is the border color of the button. So there is a border here for this button. You can change the color of the border from here. Simply click here, and again you can select the color from the palette. Just select any color. Then you can move around the pointer and the sliders to just select the color of your choice. And you will see the border color will now change. Next is the button hover state. As you hover your cursor over the button, the state that the button is in right now is the button hover state, and you can change the text color, background and the border color with the help of these settings. The text color is the dark pink color. You can click here and you can select any color of your choice following the same process that I just explained. Then you can move around the pointer and the sliders to fine-tune the color. Then to change the background color, you can do the same. You can click here, select the color from the palette, move around the pointer and the sliders to select the color of your choice. You can also add in the hex value. Then for the border color, which is also this pink color, you can follow the same process. After you are done, click on the Publish button to save the changes. And here are the buttons throughout our site. If you have any questions or confusions, Please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team. Please note, I have also added text documentations for your reference in the description box below. If you are liking our videos so far, please support us by liking and sharing our videos and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in our next video.